morning. Welcome to build day 14. 14 days at it. Hoping we get a lot further on the maze today. I want to get stage 1, the maze, done today. Yesterday, and God, Awoken Nightmare, I think was the one that asked. I showed the map, this map yesterday, and I pointed out, well, it was when I was, what was I talking? I can't remember what I was talking about. I was pointing out several different areas on the map that we were going to work in. He suggested it'd be a good idea to do that way. You can follow along so you know where we're at on the build. Right now, as far as the maze goes, from here all the way up to here, and from here all the way to here, the maze is 100% done. That area has all its maze. Right now, we're working on here, which is the driveway. Yesterday, we got out here and we worked in the photo op. Moved Tiny and the Witch, a little bit to get them in their final spots. Then we worked on the entrance hall, and then this section here is the graveyard. That's where we left you last night. Now we've got the walls up. I got a little bit of bracing on this wall to do yet, and we've got to get the fences in, and then we're going to be up here working on this display here. So, that's what we're working on today. And Awoken Nightmare, I hope that helps. But I got to get the fence line in. These are the walls. See, it's kind of loose, it wobbles. I'm going to run some of my bracing material from the top of the wall over to the frame of the tent and zip tie it in. That'll help steady up the wall a little bit, and it'll help tie the tent down a bit more. Even though it is anchored along the walls over there. And I'll probably do the same thing with this one too to help kind of pull it in. I'll just anchor it to the tent frame. Got that to do. We've got fencing to do, and the fence path in here is going to change a little bit too. I'm not going to do that zigzag like what I have on the plans. We're going to do it a little different. But before we do anything out here, last year we had a new prop, a big 4-foot by 4-foot square table. They had cups on a platter that popped up and down, and a tray with a tea set on it that slid back and forth across the top of it. Well, that's downstairs, and I want to get that out here and just set it over in the corner. We're not going to put it together or anything, but I want to get it set into that corner. Reason being is with as big as that table is, I don't want to have to try to carry it through the maze, to get it out here. So we're going to bring it out now and get that into place. Once that's, or get the parts out here, not put together in place, but at least out here into the display. Then I need to do that there. Those are my leftover panels from the Gypsy hallway. Need to get them put away, and I need to get cleaned up and back. I got miscellaneous panels skim panels all over the place. Once that's done, we'll start tackling the bracing on the walls and the fencing. That's our main goal for today, is to get those areas done, and that should be, unless I get distracted, fairly easy to do. Then it'll be working on more maze. So let's see where we can get. Oh, and breakfast of the day. A jumbo Polish sausage hot dog in a toasted bun with grilled onions, a little bit of ketchup, some cream cheese, and some regular cheese. There's your breakfast of the day. Now it's time to get to work. Okay, bucket list done for today. And it's windy again, so I know the microphone on this thing's screwing up. But we got the hour sign up, as well as the rules sign. Neither of them wired yet, and they won't be for another couple of weeks, probably. But in here, in the Gypsy, we got the fences up. Now, we're supposed to have a kind of like a little jig and jog to get to the exit. We decided to go this way. And one thing we did we tested before I had that corner post totally secure in with the fences. We tried bringing the garbage can out, that thing, and it went through the doorway extremely tight, got down to here, it wouldn't go at all, so we had to move the post to get the garbage can out. So again this year, garbage can's going to be staying out here, and we will be parking it out on the grass when we're open, and other than that, it's going to be in here. I don't know how we're going to do it. We normally keep it in that corner, but this year we mapped out a 3-foot walkway instead of a 4-foot walkway. And with the garbage can there, there's no way of getting around the corner. We're going to have to move the garbage can every time we want in and out of the house, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Because once the witch goes in where it's sitting at now, it ain't going to fit. Oh, and we also got the bracing up here. And we're pretty much good to go in here now. This display is done. So now that I got my bucket list, and I got a Kaylee out here, that's my bucket list for the day's done. I'm calling it quits. Stay spooky, stay toxic. Yeah, right. I started doing that type of crap and I never will get opened up. Oh, where did those go? Just dropped 2 tool bits, or drill bits in there, and they go over there. Gotta keep things in the right container. Okay, so effectively, we've got the maze and skinning done here. We've got the photo op, the front end, the gypsy display, and the exit hall, and what's left of Sue Ann's tube hallway done. And we've got to start on the Hammer and Clown, which is right here. Now with that done, we can start working on this here. I need partitions down through here with a T-wall. I've got to add a 1-foot panel to that there on that corner. Then we come back out and we'll actually start doing the hallway for the entrance to the Clown and the exit from the courtyard and then over. My main thing is this wall here, which does the Clown and the courtyard, is also the wall for the spider. So by doing this, I'm actually working on 3 different displays at the moment. And the Clown and the courtyard will not be getting skinned today. I'm going to work on this here. This section here is usually the last one I skin. Usually. Not always, but usually. But we're going to move over and start doing the spider display and see where we get on that one. Should be interesting, folks. Okay, another segment. Spider's done, partitioned, and I'm done partitioning the Clown. And I'm not sure what the heck is going on this year, but moving that 20 by 20 tent to a new location has thrown everything off. I ended up having to shrink the spider by 2 feet in order to get it to work with the courtyard. Originally, it was supposed to go another foot over here, which would have been left too short of a walkway for people to get into the courtyard. So I had to cut it back about a foot, and then it's off here about a foot too. It's supposed to go over a foot further that way. And it says, okay, walkways aren't working out the way they should be. So we shrunk it a foot in both directions. We got the Hammer and Clown done. It's ready for skinning, and in fact, I think I'm going to go get those skins and do that now. Get it done so I can get its fence panel in, and we are done maze building in the Clown area. I think I said Hammer and Clown, and that's Jack in the Box. As far as the courtyard goes, I got one wall up of it. There's another one that runs from the pole out. That will be done probably tomorrow when I do the witch. Because the witch goes on the other side of the wall there. And then down at the end will be pirate. But as far as skinning goes, I'll bring the panels out for the Clown that I need. Morgan is bringing out spider panels. So I can get the clown done, get its fence in, and we'll get in here and we'll start skinning this. And if we get it done and I've got energy and it's light enough, we'll get the fencing in. Or we'll end up doing like we did with the Gypsy and just wait till tomorrow and do the fencing. I don't know. Oh, and one other thing. I'll show you. That's over in the clown. Hammering clown this time. I got the Iron Maiden down from a perch. Didn't take all that long. It just meant fighting more of that damn tree. I'm really getting to hate that damn thing. But anyway, we're on to skinning. Everything's been braced. I even put a piece of plywood up here and stuff. Oh, and shrinking this also screwed up my tent placement. The tent supposed to be against the wall, and when I did that, leg ended up right here in the middle of the path because I was a foot short on this wall. So I had to move that. Hence, we put a piece of plywood up there. So, what pie of the day? Homemade apple crisp with peanut butter whipped cream on top. Well, end of the day. We didn't do too bad. I got from there around to here and over to here. Done. We got a piece of plywood up there to protect things, and I think I explained that when I mentioned the bracing. We still have from there and down this hallway to do yet. And that's going to be tomorrow. It's going on almost 9 o'clock. It's raining. It's getting cold. I'm calling it quits. So hold on. Let me get cleaned up and it'll be end of the day wrap up time. Okay, end of the day wrap up. We actually got quite a bit done, I feel, though I look at what we've gotten done, I feel like I could have done more. We got the hours and rule signs hung. Got the fences up in the Gypsy. Excuse me. Got the partitions up, the bracing up, and that sheet of plywood up in the Spider along with the tent. And then we got the clown finished as far as skinning goes. And there, we got something else done today too, and I can't remember what the heck it was. At least I think we got something else done. The Spider, like the Gypsy, created a problem. I don't know what it is about the map this year. The outside dimensions of the map are exactly the same as they have been for years. That has not changed at all. But moving that big 20 by 20 tent, the tent that is over the water room, has thrown the maze off like crazy. I've had to redesign the maze in the photo hall, the chain hall, a little bit of the Gypsy, and majorly in the Spider display, just to get things to fit, walkways, what have you. And in most cases, like on the Gypsy, burped, excuse me, but like with the Gypsy and the Spider, they ended up shrinking. They're not as big as they were supposed to be. So I'm not too terribly sure what the frick is going on with that. But building on the fly is kind of fun too. It's just confusing when I just want to follow the map and just start popping things together because I'm in a rush and I have to slow down and start redesigning instead of building. But anyway, we're going to be getting into more of that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're going to finish skinning the Spider. get the fence panels in for the spider, and I might get the attack spider or the attack snake mech out here, as well as the Iron Maiden, and get them into the display too. And I'll do that before I put the fencing up, because they're fairly big pieces, and it's just easier to put them in now. I don't have to struggle through a maze to get them in. But once that is done, and I'll probably take most of the morning tomorrow morning, depending on what time I get out of bed, we'll get our mess picked up, because I know I'm going to have, some extra skins that are going to need to get put away and what have you. I think the rest of the day is going to be partitioning. We're getting to a point now with whatever partitions I put up, they have to be braced, because they're not mounted to anything. They're kind of free floating. I do have 2 more tents that need to go up tomorrow as I'm doing the partitioning. So I can use those to some degree. So we'll get the tents up, get the partitioning done, and then that will leave skinning and fencing and bracing to do. I'll probably go through and get all the bracing done before I do any skinning. But we'll have 3 sets to skin. The chain hallway here, not chain hallway, but the courtyard. And I'm just going to put the panels up. I doubt highly I'm going to get into trying to wire the damn things. Though I probably should. The which is going right here off the porch. It's getting a 10 by 10, And then at the end of it is the Pirate this year. First time in that location for the Pirate. So, we'll have to see how it goes. But I am foreseeing, today's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. Friday always follows Thursday. I've never known Friday to come before Thursday. So, unless you're talking about Friday next week, then yeah, that did come before this. That came before today. See, I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting loopy. But I foresee having the maze portion, aka stage 1 of the build, done by Sunday at the latest. If I can get all the partitioning done and get started on the bracing and then skinning tomorrow, I should have it all done Saturday and be moving fences in either Saturday or Sunday, and that will complete the maze. Then we can get on to stage 2, which is prop move in, which means every prop, every tub, everything gets moved out here and set up. And we're going to start out front, probably with the photo op, depending on what time of the day it is. And we'll get the props and stuff in there, minus projectors and foggers and bubblers and that sort of thing, but just props. Sue Ann will probably get in there and also start doing her pumpkin pile in there while I'm doing the props. But we'll start out there, then we'll hit the entrance and just start working our way through. Entrance hall has a witch that goes into it. I might do the exit hall too. That has George that goes into it. Just one prop, just like the entrance. But we'll start doing that. And then again the Gypsy, which it will take a little longer to do. Pneumatics and AC work is usually stage 3 and 4. I am probably going to get the pneumatics put together for the table, the big table in the Gypsy. It's got one pneumatic prop, and I can't put that in really with the table assembled, so I have to do it with the tabletop off, at least get it into place. And then I can go from there. And it shouldn't take too long. I just got to find all the stuff for it. I know what tub it's in, but it's going to be a mess, more than likely. But anyway, we'll just start marching through, getting all the props and stuff in, and then come back through once all the props are in and set up, which will take probably 3 or 4 days, or longer than that, probably a good week to get all the displays done. We'll come back through to the AC, which is one of those. It's fairly quick. AC normally takes about 2 days, maybe 3. That's stage 3. Stage 4 is the hell one. That's all the low voltage stuff that needs to get done. Lighting, control boards, solenoids for air props, what have you. And that will take a couple of weeks. So we're going to have to see where we can get to. But right now, we need to get the Mesa. We need stage 1 done before we can get to any of that stuff. And we're hoping by Sunday at the latest to have stage 1 done. Trying to think. I don't have anything else. Unless I want to sit here and ramble. And I really don't want to ramble. I want to get in the house, get you edited, and just go to bed. I'm tired. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.